So how do you feel now? Morning when you walked in and observed yourself, how did you feel in the body? How did you feel in the energy? How did you feel in your mind? And how do you feel now? I can hear people who are attending online also, because I've just put a microphone with which I can hear. So if you want to say something, please say, no problems. Feeling very light.
Morning when I came in, it was very stiff.
Yes, Tomek.
I noticed one thing. It was not first time, maybe because of the winter. When I do Nadi Shodhana, normally I have both nostrils open, and in one moment one nostril starts to be blocked. And I never had it before, that it's normally when it starts to be Nadi Shodhana, it starts to be both open, never happened. And what can be the reason? Apart of winter, can be another reason of this?
The nadis get blocked because of so many reasons, not just external environment. It also depends on the inner condition. Inside our body, according to yoga, we have three predominant elements functioning which can influence us. They are called as the Prithvi Tattva, the Agni Tattva, and the Jala Tattva. Or I can say Vayu Tattva, Jala Tattva, and Agni Tattva. These are predominant forces which can influence the flow of prana within the system. And these get affected depending on the food that we consume, depending on the types of thoughts that we are having. Are you here?
I'm listening to you.
Because sometimes you will be in your...
I'm listening.
So depending on the type of food we have consumed in the last few days, depending on the type of thoughts we have had, the quality of the sleep, all of these can affect the flow of prana within the nadis. And nostril block happens when the water elements become disturbed. And water element is called as kapha. And kapha, this is the site for kapha. This and this is the site for kapha. So when it becomes excess, it first fills over here, then it fills into the throat. That's when you keep doing you keep doing it. You feel that you have to spit this sputum out. Then it beyond that, when it increases, it comes and fills into the space also. You have the sinus pockets and it likes that place. And at that time, the blockage becomes firm. And the purpose of the asanas is to relieve it temporarily. In fact, we do not have both the nostrils flowing all the time in our life. The Lord has kept two nostrils with a lot of forethought. I asked in a group of doctors, tell me, why do we have two nostrils? Why can't the nose have just one big hole? More volume of air can go in. They didn't have an answer. Maximum they could say was probably it will work when the cold is there. Yeah, that's what they could say. But then I explained to them that we have the parasympathetic system and the sympathetic system. They are called in yoga as Ida and Pingala. Parallel to this is available in the universe, in our solar system, as the sun and the moon. The solar force is the sympathetic system of this whole planet, and the lunar system is the parasympathetic of this whole planet. When the moon is on the horizon, what happens to everyone? Everyone becomes melancholic, dull, then they go to sleep. Poems are written seeing the moon, not the sun. Oh sun! Have you ever heard a poem written looking at the sun, addressing the sun? There's always poems are written to the moon, poems are written to the clouds. Mostly poems are not written to the sun because it's a stimulator. When the sun is there in the horizon, everything becomes active. In the same way, in our body, these two forces balance each other for every 45 minutes. If you observe carefully, you will find out that after 45 minutes, your breath moves from this nostril to that nostril without your conscious decision. It just moves. And you will be able to feel it clearly whenever you have a cold. ஒரு பக்கம் அடைச்சுட்டே இருந்திருக்கும், 45 நிமிஷம் கழிச்சு என்ன ஆகும், இந்த பக்கத்துலேருந்து இந்த பக்கத்துக்கு போய் அடைச்சிக்கும், இந்த பக்கம் ஃப்ரீ ஆகிடும். So what nature is doing is it is toggling between your sympathetic and parasympathetic without your permission. If that doesn't happen, you would have gone mad long back or you would have done something terrible long back. Because when sympathetic functions, you become very aggressive, active. At that time, you have to have physical activity. When your parasympathetic becomes active, you become predominantly mental in nature. So the Ida flow brings thought process into your system. The idea of the ability to feel, think. How do you have it? It is because Ida flows into you. If there is no Ida in you, moolaye well chair. In the sense, you will never have the quality of the mental component in your life. You will be just a gross physical machine. Even eating will be to fill the tummy. You will not even see what is being provided. You know, there are a lot of people who want the dosa shape to be proper. They have to have consistency of its. They will probably use a vernier caliper or and check in the side on the side over a thickness. To that extent, they want that quality. For some other people, they don't care about it. They just have to eat. They take one idli, put it in sambar, galak. How many idlis I have eaten? I had 20 idlis, now I feel okay. It's very physical. Whereas there are some other people who are very finesse. All these chef shows they do, no? But you never feel satiated. Your hunger will never be filled because they don't give you anything on the plate. It's 2-3 streaks of sauce or something, then one small piece of salmon fish. And they say, I did this to that fish, I did this to this fish. One small piece, you have to actually use a lens to see that. But there is a lot of detail in presenting. See the difference between these two qualities. One is purely physical, the other is purely mental. And this has to remain in balance. And your food, the quality of your sleep, the type of thoughts you've had, the imbalances that are there in your system, they all have an influence upon the Vata, Pitta and the wind, the fire and the water element inside your. When there is an imbalance, if there is an imbalance in the fire, you have problems with your digestion. If the fire has gone down so badly, you probably don't digest your food at all. A lot of people, when they pass their stools, whatever they have consumed passes out as it is. without being digested. Loose motion, where absorption doesn't take place. What is the problem? The fire element is not. So it can be an imbalance in the fire element, or it can be an imbalance in the wind element. Every knuckle will crack. Or knuckle amkina no. You go to Hogenekel Falls, he will break all your knuckles and prove that you are not healthy. That is an imbalance in the wind. And imbalance in the water element is what you are feeling stomach as blockage in the nostril. If you are able to change the type of food, for example, if you can add, when you have a cold, do you feel like having an ice cream? Or do you feel like having a soup? Hot and sour soup, right? Which is spicy. Why? Because when you increase the fire element to the food in the system, it ensures that the water element gets evaporated and gets balanced. So you can adjust your food, you can adjust your thought process, which you learn as part of this course, and you can bring balance back into your system. And sometimes you have to wait. On such days you can do practices like Surya Namaskar, which will ensure. Like today's practices were not dynamic, they were very subtle. So on days when you have a blockage, Surya Namaskar will be your great support. Okay? And apart from this, you have practices which ensure that you can open up your nostrils. Like Padadirasana we do in Vajrasana. Or you can do what is called as Uttara Kukshi and Vama Kukshi. You've seen the image of Mahavishnu, you can see him lying on the back over there. He's lying on his right side. So that is called as Uttara Kukshi. When you lie down on the right side, it opens up the left nostril. When you lie down on the left side, it opens up the right nostril. So you can use techniques like that. And of course, we have the practice of Jalaneti, and we have the practice of Sutra Neti. These will also ensure that you can cleanse the nostrils and keep them free flowing. Is that fine, Tomek?
Yes, thank you. I just have one other question, because I want to ask if it's not connected also with agitation, because now I feel that since some time I have quite a lot of problems to solve, and all the time kind of very much task oriented, all the time solving, and very difficult for me to quiet. And really it's like when before it was very easy for me to meditate, since some time it's kind of claustrophobic and very hard for me. So maybe it's also because of this that the Ida left and the slope, maybe it's actually too much Pingala now. What do you think?
Exactly. So if you become aware and if you bring balance in your thought process, in the way you live your life, they will get balanced. And if you do not give balance, over a period of time, if there is predominance of sympathetic stimulation, or if there is predominance of parasympathetic stimulation for extended periods of time, that can cause a lot of health hazards. If only right nostril is flowing, imagine if there is no dilation, if there is no vasodilation, okay, everything is constricted for next 72 hours, what will happen? What will you introduce into the system? You will chemically introduce a vasodilator, because the person is going into a spasmic attack. So you can't have either of these alone functioning for more than 24 hours. It has been observed in Swara Yoga that if only one nostril is flowing for more than 24 hours, you can understand that your death is approaching. Yogis knew about their death by just observing their own breath. They could say that I will die on this day at this time years before. Like Swami Satyananda said that he will sit and leave his body at his will at the time of his choice 40 years before. 2009 he left the body, but he had premonitioned about it in the early 70s. That he will leave the body like this and not with any hose into all his crevices. There is a quotation, I'll share it with you. So you can adjust the Ida and the Pingala by becoming aware and changing it with the help of practices. Yoga has to become a very practical and a system that's useful for you on a daily basis. If it is just a ritual you do on the mat and it's not available for you while you're making your decisions, while you're driving your car, while you're speaking to someone, you're listening to someone, then what is the use of yoga? Okay, Tomak?
Thank you very much.
So all of you feeling well? I wanted to discuss something, but for want of time, I am leaving it for next week. The topic I wanted to discuss was wrapping up and summing up about suffering. We have been discussing about that, and we have realized that misunderstanding or expecting the impossible is the main cause of suffering, but that is not a full picture. So last class I mentioned to you about the 3 types of suffering. I'll just recap that and we'll go into the details of it maybe in the next class. Adhyatma, Adidhaivika, Adibhautika, Tapa. These are the 3 types of suffering. In a work called Shiva Swarodhya, Parvati as a disciple is asking Shiva, there are 3 tapas that humanity is suffering from. So Lord, can you please teach us a method through which humanity need not suffer these 3 tapas? In Lalita Sahasranam also, there is a reference to the cosmic mother as the one who helps us to deal with the 3 tapas. Tapatrayagni Sandabda Samahladana Chandrika. The one who brings about balance by annihilating the 3 types of tapas. They are the Adidhaivika, Adibhautika and Adhyatmika. The Adidhaivika are sufferings about which you have no choice. You have a choice about your body. You have a choice about a disease you get. Till yesterday you were fine. Today they tell you that you have a tumor in your head and you have to go through surgery. They say there is a stone in the kidney. At least these are fine. You're told that you have a leukemia and you will live for another 3 months max. You do not know what will happen. The person says, I have not drunk in my life. I have not even thought ill of anybody in my life. Why should I get leukemia? When there is a rain, you might have observed in pots that you have at home. When there is a rain, you might have planted a rose or something. So many other plants come. Where were they before? When the rain happens, the seeds that are already there, they come out. and you don't have any control over them. So these are fated upon you. These sufferings, you can't change them. So can you actually get rid of suffering in your life? No. No is the answer. So what is the solution to something that you cannot change? What is the solution? The upaya for that tapa, which cannot be changed, is understanding it, not rejecting it, but understanding it. இது இப்படிதான். Another type of tapa is called Adi Bhautika, caused by natural calamities. See, there is a universal order that is called as Dharma. You are telling today about Dharma Shastra. Whether you know the Shastram or not, Dharma will work. Because Dharma is the order. And it does not look at individuals. It doesn't have any idea of Ajit or Kailash or Jaigopal or Shreyas or Saundarya or Tomek or this or that. In a colony of ants, there are millions of ants. There is a system to protect the colony. And the colony has a protocol in order. If this happens, this is what we will do. In a beehive, there is only one queen bee. One more queen bee is not created. If by mistake the royal jelly was given to, it's not given at all, it's given to a honey bee, for the 5th day it becomes a queen bee, then it gets killed or it moves away from that place. So they have a order. You open an orange fruit, you always have 11 pieces in it. There is an order. You don't have 11 pieces in a dragon fruit. You have one solid piece. It's full of flesh. It is an order. A snake does not have teeth like a dog. It is an order. A dog cannot move like a snake. It is an order. It is called dharma. Only the fish can breathe in water. What a great mechanism it is. It has natural capability to breathe inside water, and an amphibian has the capacity to breathe both places. These are all orders of nature. An order of nature ensures that balance is maintained in this universe. It does not allow the balance to be lost. For the sake of that, if a population has to be reduced or completely removed, nature will do it. Like how dinosaurs were removed from the planet because they became a threat to the very existence of nature. The cycle should not be killed. When one species begins to take over and change everything according to its women fancy, then nature decides that I don't want this. The moment it decides I don't want this, it can make that species extinct. It could even be human beings. One corona is enough. I can't deal with it. It's so small. They say the total quantum of corona can be assembled on the tip of a needle. ஊசி முனையில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு உயிர் உலகத்தில் இருக்கிற அத்தனை அறிவாளிகளையும் என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு? ஆட்டி படைக்கிறது. See the power of nature. Volcanoes, nature hazards, you can't stop them. You have to you have to understand. இதுதான் நிஜம். Just because you cry, nothing will change. Just because you are angry, nothing will change. Just because you like something, nothing will change. சாப்பிட்றதுக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கிறது எனக்கு, 2 வாய் இருக்கட்டுமே, நான் இந்த பக்கம் சாப்பிட்றேன் அந்த பக்கம் சாப்பிட்றேன். Won't change for you. Maybe it will change, but it will take several million years for that evolution to be accepted. There is an order, and that order can do certain things which can be painful to. It can be caused by a volcano, it can be caused by an earthquake, it can be caused by a tsunami, it can be caused by ice rain. நிறைய ஊர்ல கட்டி கட்டியா. It can be caused by so many natural factors. So we are actually not capable of solving these 2 types of sufferings. The only area where we can do something is adhyatma. Adhyatma nammale pannikira. Those sufferings which are caused by us. And when we were talking earlier about misunderstanding, expecting the impossible, and seeking pleasure and security out of world, people, situations, things, it comes only under the category where you have some influence over. Certain things you don't have any influence over. You want to accept it, you want to understand it, you don't want to understand it, who cares? Nature has its own order and reason. And about this I would like to speak and make you have an understanding. You have to think, whenever we have a discussion, the discussion has to be pondered over. The purpose of the discussion is not to hear it and leave it. The purpose of the discussion is to receive it and ponder over it and come to our own understandings, and based on the understandings come to our own conclusions. Based on the conclusions come to our own plan of action. That will be our sadhana. If you are having fear, you realize it, you have to work on it. You have to deal with it. If you are having anger, you have to realize it. And you have to work on it. So, we will discuss in detail about that. I have shared the photo for the day's schedule, and I hope we will meet next week. Hari Om Tat Sat. Before we sign out, today we are having a beautiful program happening here in Chennai. We have a Victoria War Memorial near the Fort St. George, and today we are doing a small impromptu march from the Vivekananda Memorial to War Memorial, because it is the Swarnim Varsh celebration honoring the soldiers. It is because of the soldiers, it is because of their sacrifice that we are peacefully able to attend yoga class. If we are at war, if there are bomb shells falling near this place, and if I call you for pranayama class, what you do? Won't come. So, as a as a token of gratitude, we are taking 100 plus boys. All of them are sportsmen. We wanted them to have an exposure to the life of soldiers, warriors. So we are taking them. Some of our students are also coming. We will leave from Vivekananda Memorial at about 9:30 and reach there in 15-20 minutes. We just go inside. They have a system there. We offer a flower as a honor of all the soldiers. Salute them. Come back. Any of you are interested, please join us. Otherwise, be with us in your spirit.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Sir, Hari Om. Thank you, sir.
Pratamavandana Gauri Nandana Pratamavandana.
பிருந்தா வந்து அவரோட டிராயிங் போட்டு இந்த வருஷம் கேலண்டர் போட்டுருந்தான் உங்களுக்கு கண்டிப்பாக இது ஒரு 3 ட்ரைபல் ஆர்ட் இந்தியாவில் இருக்குது.
Wow! Oh, amazing! This is beautiful.
மதுமணி சௌரா கவர்மெண்ட்
அப்படியா?
ஒன்று மத்திய பிரதேஷ், ஒன்று ஒரிசா, ஒன்று
ஒரிசா.
இது ஒரிசா.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. என்ன காஸ்ட் ஆகுது?
ஹாஸ்டல்
இல்லை இல்லை, ஜஸ்ட் டு நோ கேட்குறேன்.
செக் பண்ணுறேன். இது வந்து ஜஸ்ட் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கு மட்டும் இது நம்ம தெரிஞ்ச வரணும்.
ஓ இல்லை, இது கேன் வி மேக் திஸ் அண்ட் கிவ் as a gift from Satyananda Yoga Center to students and all that?
கண்டிப்பாக.
I'll add a logo and give. என் லோகோ அனுப்புகிறேன்.
ஷோர்.
ரைட் சைட் கார்னரில் ஆட் பண்ணிவிட்டு ஒரு 100 கேலண்டர் போட்டு தர முடியுமா?
கண்டிப்பாக.
கேட்டு சொல்லுங்க. வேலை
Sure,
என்ன?
okay.
It'll be beautiful. Wow. In that way we can